We are going to start topic electric flux. So we know the definition of it. Okay, and the definition of it is the electric flux through a given area held inside an electric field is the measure of the total number of electrical field lines that are passing through it, a force passing normally through that area. Okay, this is the statement which I said. So here we have three important things, that is electric flux depends on electrical field line and to the area, but area should be normally to the electrical field lines. So according to the definition, if I draw a diagram over here, we'll get a diagram like this. Now this one is area A. If we see closely, this one is area A. We'll say this as an area. Okay, now the electrical field passing through this. So we'll draw electrical field lines from each corner. Okay, from the top, from the center, from the side, from that side, so all over it. So these are the electrical field lines passing through it. These are E electrical field lines. So now according to the formula we can say, so that is electric flux, that is phi E, because in the upcoming lectures we also going to see magnetic flux also. Now so that's why we write E over here. So as per this we can write over here the electrical field E and the area. If we represent this area vector with S, so we can multiply with S. Surface can also be said or area can also be said. So let us consider to be capital A. You can write with a S also. So EA. This one is also known as electric flux. Okay. Now electric flux will depend on another things, that is area vector, and that area vectors forms an angle with the electrical field lines. So we see, as we studied in 11th, what is area vector. If we draw an area over here in the two axes, that is this one is my x-axis, this is my z-axis. It is moving going inside the paper, and this is my z-axis. Now z-axis is coming out also. Now here, if I draw a area over here, that means this with a blue pen I am drawing an area. So this is my area. Okay, now if we talk about this is my unit vector I and this is unit vector K. So if we take the area, that means I cross A, then we get a third direction, that is in the Y, or we can say J unit vector. So the area vector is always perpendicular to the surface. So that's why how we set the area vector. Now we will draw an area. So area vector is always 90 degree. This is studied in 11th. Always form a 90 degree with respect to the area. So we have come across, so we can draw over here an area vector also 90 degree to this. So it will be the same with respect to the electrical field. So this one is my area vector and this one is my electrical field, as we can see here. And they are forming a 90 degree, and it is the maximum number of electrical field lines that passing through this area. Okay, here the electrical field lines are considered to be uniform. Okay. So now let me draw a diagram with respect to area vector and we'll see what will consider in. Now here I draw the area and the electrical field lines going parallel to each other. Okay. So in this, if we draw a area vector is in this direction, because it should be from 90 degree with the surface, then it is an area vector, and this is electrical field lines that's going over here. So we can say that between this area vector and electrical field, they are parallel to each other. So in this we can state a thing that electrical field vector and area vector are parallel to each other. That means theta should be 0 degree. Okay, now if we draw a next diagram in which we will just going to tilt a little bit over here, हम इसको just a little bit. So हमारे पास जो नया surface आएगा वो okay, if I start rotating this in this way, that means if I am pushing this and taking out like this. So what will be my vector over here with respect to this? It will be as always 90 degree area vector. If I draw this, it is my area vector in this diagram, and it is forming an angle with respect to E. Okay, this is theta. So here they are forming, they are not parallel to each other. So here we consider theta should be equals to theta degree. Okay, because it is not justified, or we can't predict, it may be in between. In the last, what will we draw if we make this is in this way? I hope you can imagine this in the diagram. So we can see this. Now the area vector from the center is in upward direction, area vector. Okay, I hope you can see it clearly. And my electrical field vector is forming a 90 degree. Okay, that is 90 degree electrical field is moving in there. So we can say here my electrical field is perpendicular to the area vector. So we can say theta equals to 90 degree. So as per this, we can say the new formula that we are going to, that it should be depends. As we see in this statement only true if it is normally to the field lines, my surface area. But if my surface area is rotating in this manner, then what we can do? So we can modify that equation. We can write over here that is phi electrical field equals to E A cos theta. Okay. Now electrical field E A and cos 0 degree. So we'll cos 0 is 1. So we'll get over here maximum flux linked with the surface, that is EA. Okay. Now in the second condition it is theta, so the flux linked will depends on the theta, what will be the value. So it can be written as EA cos theta only. And if we talk about the third one, in this, if we take the electric flux EA cos theta, then the value of theta is 90 degree, EA cos 90 degree, and it will be 0, cos 90 0 and a whole term. So minimum flux linked with this is 0. So it is a dot product. So we can write finally that we can also write phi equals to E dot A, and the dot product of 2. So my electric field, it is an scalar quantity. If we ask about what's the value of this, then it is a scalar. Okay, it is a scalar quantity. If somebody asks about the SI unit, we can from this, that is phi equals to EA. Let break down it in simple forms. E can be written as F by Q naught into A. So force is in Newton, charge is in Coulomb, area is in meter square. So unit can be written as Newton meter square per Coulomb. But what happen if we write this in terms of voltage? Another unit can also be written, alternative unit we can say. We know that is V equals to E dot D, that is length. So we can write E equals to V by D. So the next unit we get over here is, so the next unit what we will get over here, phi E flux E dot A. We can write over here, instead of A we are going to write that is V by D into A. D is a distance or a length. So voltage potential difference V. Now this D is in meter, area is in meter square, one is cancel out, so another unit can also be written as volt meter for the flux. If we need to ask about the dimensional formula for this, how can we write this? That is phi equals to EA. EA can be written as F by Q area. Force का dimensional formula everybody know, M1 L1 T minus 2. Charge Q equals to IT, I यानी कि ampere, symbol 1, ampere into time, that is T1. And area can be written as L square. So we'll get over here the value of this dimensional formula is M1 L1 to 3, so L3, and T minus 2 again 1 minus 3, area ampere is minus 1. So this one is the dimensional formula for electrical flux. Okay, I hope it will be clear in your mind. We'll explain the next thing for electrical field in non-uniform in next video. Okay, please find a link in this and switch to this. Thank you.